drtajen here, your spiritual plug. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. It means so much to me. The more participation, the better the algorithms are for YouTube. Please do not forget to like and smash that like button, subscribe so you can be updated on my new content. And welcome. I am going to talk to you guys about something that really is not common. People don't really talk about, the difference between learning our lessons and what it means to be stuck in a cycle. And I'm going to break it down. First and foremost, I ask that you just pull up a chair, get comfortable, get somewhere where you are not interrupted so you can really digest and receive the transmission of this discourse that I am about to transmit to you. So, a lesson is something that you learn from, you take with you, you grow from it, you expand. It's kind of like the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? You rise up, and even though you may have some of the ashes on you, and you may have some of the fire on you still, which means that you're at the end of the remnants of a situation that's closing out. The key word here is the situation is closing out. And you get a chance to move forward in your trajectory without having to repeat that lesson. And you learn and you use that for further wisdom and knowledge. That is a lesson. A cycle, which we're going to spend a little bit of time discussing more about cycles than lessons, because lessons are quick. They normally are, and when I say quick, I don't mean the duration of time, because sometimes lessons could be like over years of you learning one particular situation or overcoming one particular weakness with a person. So that's not what I mean, but what I mean quick. It's quicker than a cycle, because cycles are like karmic loops. Matter of fact, they are karmic loops that you tend to get stuck in over and over and over and over again, because our monkey brain keeps attracting these experiences into our lives, because we have not changed our monkey brain. We have not changed our monkey mind. So we are reliving these lessons that are only supposed to be lessons that turn into cycles. A lesson could be a cycle, but a cycle is never a lesson. I hope you're picking up what I'm laying down. A lesson can be a cycle. And notice I said singular form, cycle. But a cycle never is a lesson. When you find yourself on cycles, when you're constantly on repeat, the universe is constantly hitting that reset button, and you are having those same personality traits in different relationships, personal relationships. It could even be family members. Please take what resonates, because this is not all about love. But you just continue to recycle the same experiences with different people. And that is because, honestly, unbeknownst to yourself, you are attracting this. It's never these people's fault. So that's why you try to look at people with the utmost love, unconditional love, and radical forgiveness, because there is something that is within you, vibrationally speaking. Your vibrational frequency is what is attracting these repeat cycles and these repeat people that are showing up in your life, so you can finally get the lesson. Okay? So when these people show up in your life, they will talk the same way, they will act the same way, they may do some things different, but for the most part, there is a common thread. So what you need to do as a spiritual adept, you need to change the way that you think about the situation and ask yourself, why is this happening? Believe it or not, you will get the answer. Whether it comes to you at that moment, whether it comes to you later on that week, or maybe later on in the year, you will get the answer. And if you are really open to receive it, you'll get it much quickly than what you expect. Okay? Number 2, you have to do something different. In order to change the things in your life, you have to change the things in your life, starting with your mind. This is where practicality and spirituality meets. Everyone who is spiritual are aware. By using your awareness, you can change the outcome of these vicious cycles that constantly are repeating, not only in this life, but I am pretty sure, being a past life regressionist, that you've had these repeat cycles in previous lifetimes too, which I highly recommend everyone that is listening to this discourse get a past life regression in person if you can afford that, and if not, at least get a past life reading. You don't have to even get it from me. You can get it from anyone, but I highly recommend me because I know my experience and my expertise. And for your convenience and for your soul growth, I would recommend doing such, because the more that you know about you and where you came from and your hiccups, your hangups, your karma, the better off you can break these cycles in this current lifetime and be karma free when you leave here and not have to come back and repeat these cycles again. Okay? So these cycles are here to help us. First and foremost, we came to the earth to learn. This is an earth class. Okay? Our immortal soul cannot die. We are infinite beings. We cannot die. So we came to earth so we can die, so we can experience life as it is. Everyone's number one reason for coming to the earth is so we can experience duality and so we can experience death, because we were not dying out there in the other realms, because death does not exist outside of earth. Capiche? So speaking about death, death is a cycle. After death, there is a rebirth. That is the truth. That is how it goes. So, since we came in with these cycles that are constantly showing themselves to us in many toxic forms of our relationships, we have to break the cycles that bind us. The way that we break those cycles is reforming and transforming our mind. Just like the Apostle Paul said, to be transformed with the force that is activating our minds. So you need to activate your mind to a new mindset, and you need to impress the subconscious mind, who accepts everything that the monkey brain presents to it. Whether it's pristine, whether it's, ordinary or extraordinary, it doesn't matter. The subconscious mind is not going to judge you. It is going to take everything as yes and yes. Okay. Monkeys fly? Okay. Yes, monkeys do fly. Even if you're poor and you program your mind that you are a multimillionaire, guess what is going to be your eventuality? Eventually, you are going to be a millionaire, because the subconscious mind is not going to argue with you that you're poor and you're broke as a joke. You see, that is the importance and that is the significance of impressing the subconscious mind. Autosuggestion is very lucrative for the subconscious mind. So be careful of the words that you speak, because they shape and they mold your life. And they create these vicious, toxic cycles that you are trying to, I don't want to say avoid, but you're trying to get away from. You're trying to get out of. You see, cycles are here to help us. They are here to show us where we're vibrating at. They're not always bad, even though the situation may be. It doesn't mean that the situation is coming to harm us. If anything, it's coming to help us, especially those of us that are spiritually aware. In your awareness, you take your experiences with you and you go about your business, because when you take those lessons with you, you break those cycles. And as those cycles break, they don't repeat anymore. You give the soul experience to grow and expand in other areas in your life. No matter what, everything that happens to us is cyclical anyway. So just because you're stuck in a toxic cycle now doesn't mean that's the way that it will always be. And I hope that you enjoyed this discourse. Please comment. What are your thoughts on this? What are your views on that? Do you find that you're currently stuck in a toxic cycle, or just a cycle period that has been something that has been a constant, something that has been on repeat that you would like to get out of? I hope that you can use some of this information and apply it to your life and become unstuck. All right. Namaste.